Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight for UFC 273, Volkanovski versus Chang Sung Jung for the UFC Featherweight Championship of the World in our main event. And pre-fight rundown on the main card with predictions as always. So, let's get started. And by the way, the last episode and this episode are my first two episodes in 4K. As some of you know, I'm into picture quality as much as possible, and I may consider bumping it up to 8K. But let's see how this 4K stuff works with the video. These are my first couple videos shot in 4K for Nate's MMA Corner. To kick off the main card in this extravagant main card pay-per-view, we have in the lightweight division Vince Pichel versus Mark Madsen. And man, this is a tough one because Pichel is killing it right now. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, I I'm gonna go with Madsen by decision here. I think it just the fact that he was able to deal with Clay Guida's wrestling. I think that's gonna play a factor here, and I think Mark Madsen wins by decision. Then in the women's strawweight division, we have Mackenzie Dern versus Tisha Torres. I'm gonna go with. Let me double check something here. Yeah, I'll go with Mackenzie Dern here by submission in the uh, third round. I think it's going to take her some time to get a good submission in for against Tisha Torres, but I think she can get it. Mackenzie Dern, obviously, the higher level grappler, and yeah. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Mackenzie Dern third round submission. Then in the welterweight division, we have Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev. I'm going to go with Khamzat Chimaev here, first round finish. I'm going to say rear naked choke, round one. Yeah, he's going to get the takedown and work a submission, and it's going to be mid to late in the first round. Then for the UFC bantamweight division, for the UFC bantamweight title to unify the belts, in the co-main event here, we have UFC bantamweight champ Aljamain Sterling versus interim UFC bantamweight champ Piotr Jan, and I'm gonna go with Sterling here. I don't know why. I just think Sterling was he won the first round of the first fight, and then he started losing each round more so as the fight went on. I think he's worked on that, and I just this odd feeling. Maybe I'm being ridiculous here by saying it, but yeah, I'll say Aljamain Sterling by decision. I think this fight goes a distance, and I could see a scenario where Aljo wins, say, 2 rounds decisively, and then there's like that third, the third of the 5 rounds somewhere in the mix where he barely wins, and then or barely doesn't, but the judges see it for Aljo, saying, "Oh, well, he's the champ," and Jan didn't definitively win 4 or 5 of the rounds, so Sterling wins again, and I see this being a closer fight than last time. So I'll pick Sterling by decision. Then in the main event for the UFC featherweight championship of the world, we have Alexander Volkanovski defending against Chang Sung Jung. I'm going to go with Volkanovski by knockout in the third round. I think this fight stays pretty much standing, and Volkanovski wins by knockout. This is going to be a fun fight and a great finish to finish off this great pay-per-view. And yeah, you got Mickey Gall, Aspen Ladd, and Jarzinho, and Ian Gary on the prelims. I mean, how star-studded is that prelims against top guys and girls? Then, yeah, wow. I mean, just good fights altogether. Anyway, so stay tuned for my post-fight show of this. As always, until then, see ya.